In 1979 in the United States, Texas, the local police find a massacre that took place in a house. The police go to the basement and see something.
Oh, God.
And that's how it all begins. Welcome to Random Recaps. In this video, I am going to recap the movie. 24 hours earlier, we meet Maxine, who is snorting a line of cocaine. Maxine is an aspiring porn actress.
You're a fucking sex symbol.
Together with her boyfriend Wayne, independent film director RJ, his girlfriend Lorraine, who is in charge of sound, and actors Bobby Lynn and Jackson Hole. They get ready to travel to a private farm with the goal of using it as a set to record a direct-to-video adult film called The Farmer's Daughters. They stop at a gas station and Maxine tells Wayne that she wants to be famous and that she doesn't like RJ's girlfriend because she doesn't talk much. RJ films some shots for the movie. The group watches a cow get hit by a car and Maxine is disgusted by the guts. The group arrives at the farm. Wayne gets out and knocks on the door and an old man named Howard comes out with a shotgun. Wayne tells him they spoke earlier about staying there.
Oh, that's right.
As the group grabs their stuff, Maxine sees a woman named Pearl in the window. Howard takes them to the house where they'll be staying and tells them to be discreet during their stay since his wife is in the other house. The group realizes that Wayne didn't tell Howard they were filming porn.
He don't know what we're doing, does he?
Then they start shooting. While the others are busy, Maxine smokes a cigarette and walking around finds a lake. While she's there, Pearl is watching her. Maxine swims naked in the lake. For some reason, Wayne asks RJ to feel his erection while watching the porn scene.
Feel how hard my cock is.
In the lake we see there's an alligator. It chases Maxine as she swims, but she doesn't notice. Maxine gets out of the lake without realizing anything. Maxine goes back to the house and in front of the other house she meets the woman, greets her and goes up to her. She enters the house and meets the old woman.
Lemonade.
The old woman reveals that during her youth they used the farm as a refuge during the First World War days. She tells Maxine that during her youth she was a very beautiful dancer. And she tells Maxine that she has a very beautiful face. Then she asks her to leave because Howard is coming. To shoot her scenes, Maxine snorts a line.
I will not accept a life I do not deserve.
Howard realizes someone was in the house. After that, they shoot Maxine's scenes. While Maxine is filming her scene, Lorraine seems like she wants to as well.
Nice. Nice.
And the old woman spies on her, imagining herself in Maxine's position.
What the fuck?
At night, the group celebrates completing half of the filming. Lorraine, although she doesn't agree with everything going on, admits that she liked what she
I
saw
did like what I saw today.
and decides that she wants to act in the movie.
What?
RJ doesn't want her to act. RJ asks Wayne to support him, but Wayne doesn't care if she acts, so he ignores RJ. So Lorraine does her porn scene. Afterwards, RJ cries in the bathtub for corrupting Lorraine. So he decides to leave. As he's leaving, he meets the old woman. RJ asks her if she's okay. The old woman tries to seduce him. What? And when RJ rejects her, she stabs him several times in the neck until she decapitates him. And then she starts dancing. Lorraine wakes up asking for RJ. Wayne shows up and Lorraine tells him RJ is missing. So Wayne helps her look for him. Howard realizes Lorraine is looking for RJ. In the barn, Wayne gets a nail stuck in his foot. He looks out the window of the barn and sees someone who then stabs him in the eye. Howard grabs a flashlight and asks Lorraine to look for another one in the basement. The old woman arrives and kills Wayne with a rake. Lorraine goes down to look for the flashlight.
Found it!
Howard locks her inside.
Aw, for the love of crud!
There she finds a dead man's body. Jackson wakes up and sees Howard through the window. Howard tells him his wife disappeared. Jackson offers to help look for her. The old woman enters the room where Maxine is sleeping. She takes off the sheets and starts undressing.
What?
Then she lies down with her and starts touching her with blood-covered hands. Jackson finds a partially submerged car in the lake, then sees a light near the lake and thinks Howard sank in the lake. Meanwhile, Lorraine cries for help.
Help me!
Jackson meets the old man and he shoots him with a shotgun. Somehow Maxine doesn't notice the old woman is there. Wait, now she notices. Bobby wakes up and sees the old woman leaving. Lorraine grabs an axe and tries to get out, but Howard arrives, preventing her from leaving. Maxine starts snorting again. Bobby goes out to look for Jackson and Wayne and finds the old woman naked in the lake. The old woman slaps her and calls her a whore, and then throws her into the lake for the alligator to eat her.
Bitch.
Then Maxine realizes there's no one there. Both Pearl and Howard meet in the barn where the couple is honest about their situation. Howard laments his health and apologizes for not being able to have sex with Pearl, who urges him to show his love for her. So the old couple starts making love. Meanwhile, Maxine is hiding under the bed and sneaks out to escape. She runs out of the house and hears Lorraine's screams. So she grabs the gun from the car and goes to help Lorraine. Lorraine blames them all for everything that happens and hates them, but when she tries to escape, Howard shoots her with the shotgun. When the elders bring in the body to cover up the murder, Howard suffers a spasm that causes a cardiac arrest. Maxine comes out and asks Pearl for the truck keys. Maxine points the gun at Pearl, but realizes it's not loaded. Pearl grabs the shotgun and shoots her, but misses. The force of the blast breaks Pearl's hip. So Maxine escapes, not before running over Pearl. And then she snorts another line. Then we see on TV in the televised sermon, the pastor reveals he has a daughter who ran away from home and shows her photo, which is Maxine herself. Then we go back to the beginning where the police don't know what happened in the house. One of the policemen found RJ's camera, and the sheriff concludes from everything he saw in the house that it must be a horror film.
See one goddamn fucked up horror picture.
And that's the end of the movie.